Hatchbacks. We love them. And today we're gonna talk about a hatchback that everybody forgot. Oh, right. I almost forgot about this one. 2012 Kia Picanto. A car so forgettable and insignificant, even I forgot about it. See, this car was actually shot in the early days of CRUST media. Yes, even before we released the Mirage episode. Heck, we even drove this car in our secret testing grounds. Of course, we're not gonna tell you where it is. Well, first things first, let's get this review going. On hindsight, the Picanto is a not bad looking car. Actually looks pretty good. It's also small and practical. In fact, you can fit a full-size 600cc motorcycle behind it on a normal parking slot. You got a mix of edges and curves that make this car look modern. And it still looks modern now. It's also the best looking out of all its competitors at the time.
Laglag panty.
I mean, I take this thing all day over the first gen Toyota Wigo. And comparing it to the first gen Kia Picanto, this thing is nothing short of a miracle. And you got this guy to thank for that. This is Peter Scheer, one of the lead designers in the Volkswagen Group. He was known to design things like the Audi TT Quattro, the Volkswagen New Beetle. I seriously need to review one of these. And then in a twist of fate, he left for Kia. Don't ask me, man has reason. And just like that, he turned Kia from producing crap boxes like these into these. It's a pretty good glow up if you ask me. Does anybody say glow up anymore? He's also the one responsible for giving Kia the tiger nose grille. And yes, he designed this Kia Picanto as well. It also has a pretty funky interior design. I mean, it's early 2012. Back then, if your dashboard design is like not proportionate, that's like a mortal sin. Not here in the Picanto though. The dashboard design looks fun. The gauge cluster doesn't look boring. And I seriously like this 2-spoke steering wheel. I mean, y'all gotta see this in person. It's really chunky and it feels good. I'm also surprised that the rest of the interior is of good quality. It may be hard plastic, but it's still good quality. There's also this thing. I don't know what it really does, but hey, it's here. The rear seats though, time to sit at the back. It's pretty tight here at the back. But Kia thought of an ingenious solution of wedging out the front seats to fit in your knees.
Laglag panty.
Rear hatch is also decent for its size. I honestly can't believe that my scooter fit. Nani! In comparison though, the Mirage can also take the scooter in. The thing is though, the Mirage can take the scooter in, plus more. Space is really not the strong suit of the Picanto. And now it's time. It's time to open the hood. Da-da-da-da! It's definitely something. Yeah. This sprightly old engine is the Kappa 2 1.25-liter 4-cylinder. It puts out 85 big ones, complete with valve-ticking noises and a cold air intake that most certainly robs it of power. Also equipped with torno shocks, this Picanto is lowered. The ride is shit, but at the end of the day, all that matters is
Laglag panty.
Is it faster than a Mitsubishi Mirage, you might ask? Well, yeah, technically, yeah. On paper, yes it does. But in real life, this 4-speed CVT is a piece of crap. We asked our good friend Pao what owning a Kia Picanto is like.
Nice.
He's living life. Pao has owned this Kia Picanto for almost a decade. He shared to us his experiences with the Kia Picanto and told us that keeping and maintaining one is actually not that bad. He told us that finding parts for these things are pretty easy. Maintenance wasn't a big deal either because this thing has been so reliable to him. He also said that he likes us and would like to help us review more cars in the future. We then head out to secret training grounds number 1 to see how this thing drives. That's an interesting way to set up a Kia. As we go further up, the rain stopped and you know what time it is.
Laglag.
So now we are at the Picanto. We are at boys and girls. And we're gonna see how this car fares against the Mitsubishi. Oh! Mitsubishi. Oh! What the? That's not a good start. Yo, we just put a new pod filter intake on this car and it sounds like a Subi now. Yeah, it doesn't sound bad. I guess it has a rumble to it. feel is, well, it's got a little bit of weight to it. I'm surprised. It's alright. The sun was starting to set and we were running out of time to shoot. Perfect time to just feel the Picanto and see it as a road trip car. Say it's like the car that I would want to be in like 24/7, like in a road trip or something. Overall driving dynamics of the Picanto is fine. All the windows are big and you can see everything. The side mirrors are also very big, making it easy to maneuver around. I'll be honest, it's difficult finding anything to complain about this car. It's easy to keep and maintain. It's even easy to do right.
Laglag panty.
It's also a good value for money, especially if you're buying your first car. I mean, these days you can score one of these for 250 to 300k. So I guess the question remains, why did everyone forget about it? Why, you might ask? It's simply because it's a Kia. Now don't get me wrong. Kia, starting from this generation, has been putting fire into our desks. And for a while it worked. The Picanto, Rio, and Sportage were selling like hotcakes. Even the Kia Sorento sold well. They were everywhere. In fact, we were supposed to buy the Kia Rio instead of the Mirage. Even though Kia makes good cars, they still have one problem. And that's brand loyalty. See if you ask any middle-aged adult, which first car should I buy? Well, I'll tell you one thing. Anything but a Kia. Oh, diggity. They're pieces of crap. You know the term shitbox? Kia started it. They break down all the time and their carburetors are crap. They never run right. And the cabin always smells like gasoline. The interior quality is so shitty, it already looks 10 years old. When you buy it brand new, your friends might tell you that Kia's good now. That's freaking blasphemy. But I can tell you one thing for sure. Stay away and get yourself a Yoda. But Dad, Kias are cool. They sponsor the NBA. Don't you remember when Blake Griffin dunked on top of a Kia? Blake who? He's just like Kia. Unreliable. Do yourself a favor and get a Yoda. But Dad, the Kia Picanto comes in blue, which is my favorite color. And my friend Pao said it was a good car. And aren't you having problems with your Yoda? The aircon won't work properly and it's too expensive to fix. And my favorite YouTuber, CRUST Media, said the Kia Picanto is a good car. You watch too much YouTube. YouTube is a good platform. You're just too old. Alright, that's it. You're getting a